Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody to this Clarity in Detail video on Unpacking a Standard. I want to begin this video with just describing, or start this video with a bit of an analogy. I kind of look at unpacking a standard looking at a standard like I look at an engine. An engine is not a single component that's produced on a factory line or manufacturing line. It is actually made up of many different parts all working together to perform a specific task. If any one of those parts that are in the engine are missing or not quite right, then the engine will not work or will not perform well. And so like an engine, a standard is made up of a standard, which is a broad statement, is made up of other learning objectives or smaller learning objectives that are essential for total mastery of a complete standard. If we take a look at what we prepared here for you, this little sample document, you can see that we have a standard over here, and we're just going to read through this. I know we all can read, but I'm going to read it real quick. 4.1.6f, recognize and apply knowledge of organizational patterns found in informational text, e.g. sequence, description, cause, effect, compare, contrast, fact, opinion. Now imagine that you're a parent or a student or even a novice teacher reading that standard. It's very ambiguous, and it can be hard to figure out just exactly what this standard is requiring me to learn or to be able to do. So in an effort to make this easier to understand and actually easier to teach on, what we need to know is what the students need to know, and what we've identified here already for you is how to find organized patterns during independent reading. And then we go to the next column. We can say what students are to be able to do. So this is unpacked, and you can see we have a very specific set of parts or learning objectives that we need the students to be able to master in order to be able to say that they've fully mastered the standard. And we look at that first bullet: use sequence of events to summarize, use descriptive language to summarize text, demonstrate cause and effect relations in text, recognize the similarities and differences of two or more texts, and so on. When we look at it in these bullets, it becomes much, much simpler for us to prepare for instruction. It gives us a more specific, more measurable learning objective to teach in the classroom, something we really can design a lesson plan around. And then we can also look at the last column here, student-friendly language. This is the language that helps the student or the learner understand what today's objective is. If you can see yourself writing on the board today's objective, I can restate the events that happened in the story in order. Okay, it gives the student clear direction on what that teacher wants that student to be able to do when that lesson is complete. So if we look at how this process takes place, we start over here with the whole standard, and we begin breaking down the general broad statement into specific measurable performance objectives. And that's really what we're doing. We're unpacking a standard to make it more measurable, to make those objectives understandable. This helps both the teacher and the student better understand the expectations embodied in the standard. What is the standard, or the power standard? Because we're going to do these for our power standards. What is our power standard requesting us to do? Well, I hope that this quick little video helps you better understand what we want when we're talking about power standard or unpacking standards. If you have any questions about unpacking standards, feel free to give me a call, send me an email. You can contact Kate as well, or your building administrator. To be honest with you, they really do know what we're wanting when it comes to unpacking the standards. It's not real complex, but it's really important that we break down our standards into those smaller learning objectives so that we understand and can measure as we teach. It's essential that we're measuring our students' understanding as we teach, that formative assessment to prepare them for the overall, to master the overall power standard that we want them to learn. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much.